Hey guys, so I thought I would cover PLASTANIUM conveyor belts just because there's quite a few tips and tricks that really elevate your game once you know them. So let's start off with these grey conveyor belts. They move 4.1 items a second. We've got our titanium belts, which are 11 items a second, and our new PLASTANIUM belts, which are 40 items a second. So these packets being made here, they're 10 items each, and they take a bit of time to build, so we don't get 100% throughput once we join up. So if we put a router here and add to the side of the belt, we should get 100% throughput. However, it doesn't let you add to the side. It needs to be added to the base of this side. So there we go, we've got 100% throughput. Now, as I said, you can't add to the side, so how do we do it? An easy way would just be PLASTANIUM conveyor belt, as it lets you, so something like that. And from our last example, we would just do that, wouldn't we? Now we can clean this little design up. I believe using this is quite nice. We've got 100% throughput and it's a pretty small, slick design. Now, what about adding more lanes to one PLASTANIUM conveyor belt? So we could add 3, as that would be 33 items a second, and a 4th would slow the whole thing down. It can work, but it's up to you. Now let's try 3 first. So we'll bring these 3 lanes up and we'll make 3 inputs for those lanes. We hook them up and we're faced with the same problem. It's not 100% throughput. So if we add a router here and here, it means the packet on the first lane is being made here and the middle. Same with this packet, here and here for this lane. Now our problem lies in the middle lane as it's getting blocked up. We need to get this middle lane to go around the side. How we do this is a junction, which is basically a bridge, and a router to make that go left and right. And all we got to do is drag it round, and there we've got 100% throughput for those 3 lanes. Now if you want to use less resources, you could use a bridge there, and then that's pretty cool. If we wanted the 4th lane, all we have to do is add a junction here as the bridge, put it through, and there you go. It's not 100% throughput for all those lanes, but if you wanted to merge those, it works. The other way to do it would be you could just have separate lanes like that and you'd be adding them onto that PLASTANIUM belt. Now, how do we split the lanes? So before we would just use routers on the titanium belts and it would just work. This time, as soon as you put one down, it slows the whole thing up. So let's add the lane. It's still not very fast. We could add a distributor, still slow. Now the trick with PLASTANIUM conveyor belts is you can fork them, just like that. You got to be careful though, and you really need to know if they work, because if you just build one, it doesn't actually move into a fork straight away. You need to watch out this middle one as it needs to be facing up. You could just keep forking the forks. There's 4 lanes from that one lane. You can fork with titanium conveyor belts, so we can split them up. Problem with this is it's not 100% throughput, so we need 1 lane to be a PLASTANIUM conveyor belt. So if we split these 2 and the PLASTANIUM, it doesn't work because the first one needs to be facing upwards. Face upwards, and there it works. We've got 100% throughput for that lane. If we wanted to make a router, we could make a big vault or container router. What I mean by that is we place one down, and if you place these all the way around it, which are unloaders, you've got a one big ass router. Or you could even use the PLASTANIUM belts. Now, how do we jump over a lane? We can just do the usual, use a bridge, but it's pretty slow. We know we can fork off, so we can make a bridge here and a bridge here. Make the exits. And we're jumping over. But if you want that 100% throughput, we need to make another bridge. So we need to make a fork somewhere. So I'll make the fork here. And just add another bridge. And we should be getting 100% throughput. Looks like it's lagging a little bit at some point. So all we do is make another exit. And that's 100% throughput. There we go. What happens if you wanted to do a really big jump? You can use these phase conveyors. You'd have to use 2 to get the throughput fast enough, and the 2 exits. These do need power, so you can get your power source and connect them with a node, or you could just add some solar panels and it'll start working. And that's them jumping over. Hope that helps. Remember to subscribe, and thanks again for watching. These are really fun and I hope to keep on doing more. Talk to you later.